First, I'll give you a brief summary of the plot to make things clearer. The action begins in Athens, just before the wedding of Duke Theseus and his bride Hippolyta, the Amazon queen Theseus wooed with his sword and is seemingly forcing into marriage. Citizen Aegeus comes to Theseus with a complaint against his daughter, Hermia. Hermia is in love with Lysander, but her father, Aegeus, wants her to marry Demetrius. Both Lysander and Demetrius love Hermia. Hermia is told by Theseus that her options are marry Demetrius, become a nun, or be put to death. Unsatisfied with these options, Hermia and Lysander plan to elope and take to the woods outside Athens by night. They tell their plans to Helena, Hermia's childhood friend who is herself in love with Demetrius. So Hermia and Lysander leave for the woods, and Helena tells Demetrius about it. Demetrius then goes to the woods after them, followed by Helena. With me so far? On the same night, a group of rude mechanicals, that's working men of Athens, gather in the woods to practice their play which tells the story of Pyramus and Thisbe, which they hope to perform before the Duke as part of his wedding celebrations. They're led by Peter Quince and dominated by Nick Bottom the Weaver, who gets overly excited and insists on playing all the parts himself. In another part of the woods, Titania and Oberon, Queen and King of the Fairies, meet. They're feuding because Oberon wants Titania's changeling boy, that's the son of her friend who died and who she is now raising, and she won't give him up. They argue. Titania leaves and in comes Puck, or Robin Goodfellow, Oberon's right-hand fairy. Oberon instructs Puck to find a magical flower which, if administered to a person's eyes, will make them fall in love with the next creature they see. Puck finds the flower, and Oberon administers it to Titania while she sleeps, as a form of revenge and coercion. He also observes a fight between Demetrius and Helena, in which the former tells the latter to leave him alone. Oberon takes pity on Helena and asks Puck to administer some magic flower to Demetrius so he can fall in love with Helena. Then some classic Shakespearean mixed-up identity madness ensues. Puck uses the flower on Lysander by accident, who comes across Helena and falls in love with her. Puck gives Bottom the head of an ass, and all Bottom's fellow players flee in terror. Bottom then stumbles upon Titania's bower. She wakes and sees him and falls in love with him. Puck tries to rectify his mistake with Lysander and gives some magic flower to Demetrius, so then you've got both men in love with Helena, leaving Hermia furious and upset. They all fight and get lost, eventually falling asleep. After they've had their fun, Oberon and Puck remove the magic flower power for everyone but Demetrius. Titania gives in to Oberon and hands over her changeling boy, making everything right once more in fairyland. Demetrius and Helena couple up, and Lysander and Hermia reunite. Bottom's head is restored to normal. Everyone wakes up and the lovers and mechanicals head to Athens. Theseus allows the new couples to stay together, overruling Aegeus, and Bottom and co perform their terrible play. Titania and Oberon bless the marriage of Theseus and Hippolyta, and Puck gives the epilogue. If you enjoyed our animated short of A Midsummer Night's Dream, please check out our longer video on Shakespeare, treason and cake by clicking here, and please subscribe by clicking here.